Do you ever feel like you're quietly moving forward while everyone else seems to be running in circles? It can feel strange, almost invisible, like nothing is happening. But here's the secret. You might already be ahead of most people without realizing it. Progress doesn't always come with flashing lights or applause. Sometimes it's so subtle that you barely notice, until one day you look back and see how far you've come. That's why today I want to share 4 simple signs that prove you're building a real edge in life. These signs aren't loud, they don't require perfect talent, and they might not look impressive to outsiders. But if even one of them shows up in your daily life, it's a sign you're creating a future that others won't understand until much later. And when we get to the third sign, you'll see why it's the most powerful of all. The first sign is that you keep small promises to yourself. This one is so underrated, yet it changes everything. Most people wait for motivation. They wait to feel ready. And while they wait, days slip away. You do something different. You make a tiny commitment and you follow through. Maybe it's 10 push-ups when you didn't feel like exercising. Maybe it's writing just one page when you wanted to skip. Maybe it's sending that one tough message you've been delaying. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be done. And here's why it matters. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you prove to your brain that your word is real. You build self-trust, and that trust becomes fuel. The next time you set a bigger promise, your mind believes you because it has evidence that you follow through. Think about how different that is from the average person. Most people set big goals, get overwhelmed, and then quit. You, on the other hand, break things down until they're too small to fail, and when you win small, you start winning big. Even a habit as simple as cleaning your desk before you start work sends a message. I keep my word. Preparing your clothes the night before says, I'm ready for tomorrow. Using the 2-minute rule, if it takes less than 2 minutes, you do it now, trains your brain to stop negotiating and just act. You don't need to feel brave. You don't need to feel motivated. You just need to start, and you do. That's the first sign you're already ahead. The second sign is that you control money instead of letting money control you. Now, this doesn't mean you're wealthy today. It means you practice discipline with whatever you have right now. Most people let money slip through their fingers. They buy gadgets that sit in drawers, clothes to impress strangers, or random deals that aren't really deals at all. Then they wonder why they're stressed when an unexpected bill shows up. But you're different. You treat money as a tool, not a master. You pay yourself first, even if it's only 10% or 20% of what you earn. You build a small emergency cushion because you know that life will test you. And because of that, when the test comes, it's just a story you tell later, not a disaster that breaks you. That's not luck. That's discipline. It shows up in little things. Making a list before you shop and sticking to it, bringing lunch from home a few times a week and redirecting that money towards something that actually helps you grow. A book, a course, a tool. Setting up an automatic transfer on payday so saving doesn't depend on your mood. Looking at your numbers once a week, not to beat yourself up, but to face reality honestly and pick one small improvement. None of this is exciting to talk about, but boring money is safe money. And safe money buys you options most people never get. It gives you calm in a world that panics. That calm is a sign you're far ahead of the crowd. The third sign is that you learn every single day and you apply what you learn fast. This one separates the dreamers from the doers. A lot of people confuse consumption with learning. They scroll, they watch videos, they nod their heads, and then they forget everything. You take a different approach. You capture ideas in your own words. You pick one insight and you test it, often within 24 hours. You don't wait until you know everything. You start now. If you want to learn a skill, you build tiny projects to practice it. When you make mistakes, you don't run from them. You treat them like data. What worked, what didn't, what to try next. This is where growth compounds faster than almost anything else. Because while others are waiting to be ready, you're already ahead by sheer practice. You protect a small block of time each day to learn, maybe 30 minutes, and you treat it like an appointment you can't cancel. You review your notes weekly, pick one lesson, and apply it that same week. And when you explain what you've learned to someone else, you lock it into your mind. Do this long enough, and the results sneak up on you. After a month, your skills already feel sharper. After 6 months, the difference is night and day. Your work looks like it came from someone else entirely. That's not luck, and it's not talent. It's simply learning plus action, repeated over time. And it's the third sign you're far ahead of where you think. The fourth sign is that you guard your attention and your time like treasure. Because that's exactly what they are. Everyone is fighting for your eyes and your minutes. Apps, notifications, endless news, distractions. If you give them away casually, you lose your most valuable asset. But you've learned to build a wall. You plan your day the night before. You choose 3 important tasks, and you start with the first one before opening social media. You silence your phone when you need to focus. You batch your emails and messages instead of letting them interrupt every hour. You say no to meetings or commitments that have no clear purpose. You don't treat lists and calendars as decorations. You actually use them to protect focus. And you don't just guard your time, you guard your energy. You prioritize sleep because you know it's the cheapest performance enhancer on earth. You move your body. You get sunlight. You drink water. You surround yourself with people who build instead of drain. You minimize drama and maximize truth. That's not just about productivity. It's about living lighter and more powerful each day. Most people treat time like it's unlimited. You treat it like it's cash. And that shift alone is a sign you're building something extraordinary. Now here's the important part. None of these signs require special talent. They don't demand wealth, luck, or rare opportunities. They're built from small, simple choices, repeated patiently over time. Keeping promises, controlling money, learning and applying, protecting focus. These are the habits that quietly compound. While other people chase the next shiny thing, you're stacking bricks that will last. And consistency will always beat excitement when the excitement fades. Your progress might not look loud right now. Maybe nobody notices. But the compound effect doesn't need attention. It just needs time. And if you stay with it, the results will be undeniable. So here's what I want you to do today. Pick one small promise and finish it before you sleep. Do those push-ups, send that email, set that auto transfer, read those 5 pages, write a plan for tomorrow. Don't wait. Do it now. Because the future you want is already unfolding. You just have to keep stepping into it, one small promise at a time. You are closer than you think, and you have more in you than you know. Thanks for watching InvestingFlix, where smart money learns smarter moves. Subscribe for more insights that grow your wealth.